the mental stress, the physical stress, and they come back with, war injuries. Not just you can't see, there's the invisible wounds that you can't see,
Hmm.
but how many guys you've seen, one leg, two legs, injured, lacking arms, lacking, that some of the most horrific injuries that they bring back with them. Just imagine the mental, you can't see the mental stresses that they have, deep in their heart, their soul, their psyche. So he's telling me about his high school days, and that's why he's got bad knees. And then I see this, he tells me he spent time on Iwo Jima, and he's telling me the story, and I'm like, I said, Charlie, I said, what did you see on Iwo Jima? Like, tell me your story. And he goes, Doc, I can't tell you. It was brutal. He goes, the first 3 days, we kind of, is when we took the hill. I said, were you
Hmm.
put the flag up? And he goes, yeah, that was within the first 3 days. We're putting up the flag. And he goes, I was right at the bottom of the hill when they did that. And he goes, but Doc, but then it was, 24 more days after that or whatever it was. And he goes, and Doc, I can't even begin to tell you, the parts, the blood, the screaming, the rats, the smell, like he's reliving this stuff, and he's going through in his mind. Um, but you're going to tell me that you spent a month on Iwo Jima doing whatever it is that you had to do, and you think you have bad knees because you stole bases in high school? And he's like, Doc, I never thought of that. You know what I mean? And these guys didn't want thanks for it. They just, wanted to get on with their lives and continue and not be ridiculed and not be disrespected and just let me go back to having a purpose. And that generation was able to come back and have a purpose. Whereas guys now, like I said, they get a job at the Walmart distribution center driving a forklift. So the stresses of today are, I think, significantly worse than that generation because they come back without a purpose, without respect, without true understanding of what it is that they really went through.